fire burning. Chase your dream, don't hesitate. Keep on dreaming, keep on yearning. Don't let the flame die while you wait.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Artist Spotlight with Ralph. Tonight we wrap up the month of March and Women in Music Month with another amazing guest. It is my pleasure to welcome Julie Williams onto the show tonight. Julie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. I haven't seen you in, gosh, I can't remember how long it's been since the last time I saw you.
Yeah, probably a couple of years.
Yeah, I would think so. I think I heard you and Steve talking during sound check about at the Allentown Fairgrounds
Yeah,
a couple of years ago on
yeah,
Memorial Day weekend. I think that's the last time I saw you too.
yeah,
I
probably.
remember the first time I saw you at an open mic night. I think you were about 12.
Probably.
Yeah, and I was like, pretty blown away with your talent and your amazing voice. And I think I wanted to put my guitar in the case and leave. Like, I'm not playing after that. What are you kidding me? Like, no way. This 12-year-old girl just made me look silly. So, so I knew back then that we were going to get some really, really good things out of you, music wise. And, you haven't disappointed, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that. How have you been coping with the quarantine and shutdown and all that wonderful stuff that COVID brought us a year ago?
Oh, it sucks. But
Yeah.
I try to make the most of it, you know. I'm still able to go to school rock and work, even though it's different. So that's keeping me sane. But yeah, it's been tough, but we keep it pushing. So
Haven't had much of a chance to perform, though, have you?
no, not really. I did a gig back in November, I want to say, down in Bethlehem. And that was pretty fun. But other than that, it's been pretty dry around
Yeah.
here. So
Well, hopefully things are opening up and
yeah.
get back at it soon because, it's always a pleasure to see you perform live. And like I said, hopefully we'll be able to do that again soon.
Yeah.
Got some things coming up in July and then again in October and November. So I'll try and get you in there. That's for sure.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that'll be a good thing. But hopefully you'll get out to a lot of other places too.
Yeah, especially with it being warmer out. So
Yeah,
that'll be good.
yeah. Places will start having outdoor music where they
Yeah.
weren't doing anything at all, and of course a lot of places are bringing the music inside, and things are easing up. So
Yeah.
75% capacity and people getting their vaccines and everything. Hopefully
Yes.
the curve has been slowed and things will start to go a lot better real soon. So,
Yeah.
do you have any new music out lately?
No, not really. I mean, I've been writing a bunch, but it's a little hard to go and record right now for me at least. So hopefully soon. But I've just been writing in my home this whole time. But yeah, hopefully soon.
Well, that was definitely one productive thing that I guess we could get
Yeah.
out of the quarantine and the lockdown was a little bit more time to write. That's a good thing. So, so what do you got for us tonight?
I got some original music, some old, some new. So
Cool.
yeah.
Great. What you gonna play for us first?
Okay, so I'm gonna throw it back to one of the first songs that I wrote, which is actually a song on my EP. It's called Dead Ends. It's one of my favorite off of that record. It's just I don't know. I think it's really pretty. So yeah. Okay. Good.
We're good.
Can we get Steve to mute himself?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can we get Steve to mute? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, it was just feeding back. Okay, try again. When you're driving down the same road you always go, wind up in the same place, and don't you know that I love you and I try to show you, but I know you've got something in your heart you've had from the start, something from the past, rather have back. You call it friends, I call it dead ends, something you've been down too many times before. Both know that there's no way for it to work, no matter how hard you try, 'cause you got diamonds you refuse to cut off, and you got heartache where there's no room to make for me. And you can try to change it as much as you want, but eventually it'll all fall out and you will too. You try and you try, though it's been changed too many times. You call it friends, I call it dead ends, something you tried to change too many times before. We both know that there's no way for it to work, no matter how hard you try, 'cause you got dead ends you refuse to cut off, and you got heartache where there's no room to make for me. Don't just leave 'cause you think it's not gonna be me, 'cause I know that I love you more than she ever will. You call it friends, I call it dead ends, something you tried to change too many times before. We both know that there's no way for it to work, no matter how hard you try, 'cause you got dead ends you refuse to cut off, and you got heartache where there's no room to make for me. Oh, for me.
Ah, beautiful song. So how long ago did you write that?
I wrote that in I want to say 2018. Yeah, 2018. So yeah.
Where'd the inspiration for that song come from?
Oh God. Um, so I was in a really bad relationship, and at the time, I had it's basically just about loving somebody who can't love you correctly because they're still in love with somebody else. And they can't seem to cut that person off and cut them out of their life. So that's the story behind the brief story behind
Okay. Don't need to go any further than that.
it.
That's always a fun thing to be in, though. That kind of relationship.
Yeah, I was in it for way too long.
Where they're constantly thinking about the last person.
Yeah, not fun, especially
Nah.
for a 13-year-old. But I digress.
Yeah. Can't say I've never been there myself, because I have.
Yeah.
I know what it's like. But you move on.
Yeah.
Things get better. Right?
It's a lot of good song inspiration though. So that's
Yeah.
what we got out of it.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard people say that the best thing you get out of a bad relationship is a few good songs. So
Yeah, it's true.
So I got about 200 out of my last one. No, I'm kidding.
I got a solid like 15. It's good. It's helpful.
If you get 200 songs out of it, it's a really bad relationship, right? Oh, terrible. Yeah, I have a few of those. All right. So, is your music out anywhere? I mean, do you have any recorded music out?
So this is my ongoing story. Because my EP has been ready for probably a year now. And COVID halted like everything. There were like issues with production, like getting it, like all the CDs printed and everything. So it's kind of taken a halt. And I wish it had been out a year ago, but it's not. But hopefully, I'm praying by like summer, it's out and it's good. So then I can get back in the studio and start recording other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should have been, but COVID kind of screwed that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I started production on my last album in 2019, and I released a single anticipating that the album would be ready within a couple of months, and then it was a year and a half later because first the guy that owned the studio I was recording in got sick, and he was out of commission for about 6 months.
Oh my God.
Then when he finally was well enough to, start working again, we were all busy, so it was hard to get the players together, because we were all playing in different bands, but we were all coming together to collaborate on this album. And so when we finally did that, we got the drum tracks laid, and we got some of the guitar tracks laid, and then COVID shut the studio down.
Oh my God.
And then it was another 5 or 6 months before we get back in the studio. So, released a single in April of 2019, I think, and then never released the album until December of 2020. So
that's crazy.
And it was supposed to be like July of 2019. So a lot of things went wrong, and COVID certainly didn't help anything. But
I mean, this EP has been in the works for probably almost 5 years now.
Wow.
Because it started off as like 2 songs and then 3 covers, and then it turned into I want all of my originals, and then it turned into I re-recorded everything because I'm a perfectionist, and like it was this big debacle. And then it was finally ready, and it was like, nope, not not this year. So hopefully within the next few months, I'm praying. So
that sounds good.
Yeah,
sounds good. Things worthwhile are worth waiting for, right?
Yeah.
So they say. You're all over social media though, right?
Yeah. I have a Facebook, a Instagram, and I have a YouTube, but it's like very unactive because
Yeah.
I don't really understand it for some reason. I don't know. But it's Julie Williams Official on both things, on all things actually. So,
All right. I don't even know if I realized you had an Instagram. I don't know if I follow you on Instagram or not. I'll
I
have to
don't
check it
know.
out. Certainly, I'll subscribe to your YouTube channel. When you start putting stuff up there, then I'll
Yeah.
get notified and I'll know it's out. But um, you can always put the show up there for people to watch too.
Yeah, true.
Once it's up there tomorrow, I always take it and copy it to my YouTube channel so people can find it pretty easy. So,
Yeah.
I have a whole playlist of all the shows that I've done with Rock in the Valley um, on YouTube, so people who missed the show can go ahead and watch it, you know,
Good.
at their convenience. But you can always do that with your show too and put it up there, and
Yeah.
and then people who missed it tonight or wanted to catch it, they can catch it tomorrow or the next day or a month from now or whatever. So
Yeah.
there, make your YouTube channel active again. Cool. So what are you gonna play for us next?
I'll take it a little happier. Because I am the queen of sad songs. So let's make it not sad for a second. Oh, hitting things. Sorry about that. Sorry, ears. Okay, so this one I wrote about a happy relationship. Look at me. I only write about my relationships because that's all I ever have going on in my life. So, anyways, so this one is called Brand New. I hope you enjoy. Green eyes and that sweet smile. Never thought I could feel this way. Kind eyes and she loves with eyes and everything else I hate about. Know what we've both been through, and I hope she feels the same way I do. Hope she hears the song, and I hope she sings along, and knows she makes me feel brand new. 'Cause I've been searching all my life for something that just feels this right, and I feel it every night. And she knocks me up and down and tells everything turns around. Right for me too. Oh, she makes me feel brand new. Highlight causes what I never let go. At least I hope so. I've been searching all my life for something that just feels this right, and I feel it every night. And she looks me up and down and says everything's starting to go round for her and for me too. Oh, she makes me feel brand
Very nice.
Thank you.
You said you're the queen of the sad songs. Then we should collaborate on something because
Yes.
remember one night at Godfrey Daniels, I had stopped by an open mic night, and Dave Fry, as he was introducing me to come up and play a song, said, "We have to clear the room of any sharp objects because when Ralph plays one of his sad love songs, I don't want anybody slitting their wrists."
That's what everybody says about me. It's horrible.
Yeah, and of course, that drew a laugh from everybody but me. I was like, just for that, I'm not going to play one now. I'm going to play something upbeat all night. So, because I do actually write some upbeat songs. It's just the ones I write that are sad are sad. There's no doubt about that. So
Yeah, I just like my sad songs better. They're better.
Where somebody once described deep,
Deep.
really
Yeah.
deep on that album. Okay, good. Well, maybe it was a deep subject, So. And they're okay, and people relate to that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's my whole thing. Is I'm not gonna force myself to write happy songs if they don't feel happy. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you write a sad song, you get people that go, you know what, I've been through the same thing, or
Yeah.
wow, that sounds like something that happened to me, or so it is something that they can relate to.
Yeah.
And when people relate to your music, then they listen to your music, and
Exactly.
it makes a big difference. So go ahead and write sad songs. It's all good,
Always have.
Some people, that's all they write. So, when I find myself in that rut where I'm writing nothing but sad songs, and I try to make myself think of something positive, something upbeat and happy, and force myself to try and write about that. But doesn't always work.
Yeah.
You go right back to yeah, that's not the mood I'm in. So
Yeah.
you get in that mood every now and then something upbeat and happy comes out. So it balances out, definitely.
Yeah.
So you talk about, hopefully you'll get back into the studio soon and get things done. Are you looking at a short EP? Are you looking at a full length album? Or
that's the thing. My first EP that will hopefully come out is 5 songs. So
okay.
I kind of want to see how that does. And then once I gauge that situation, then I'll determine if I do, a 5-song EP again or like a full length. I mean, I have the material for both, but I just don't want to give too much away if it's not being received as well. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So at this point, I'm not sure, but I'll be able to gauge it a little better.
Are you going to be able to? Are you going to be releasing singles or just release the whole EP all at once?
It's just the whole EP. I'm just kind of like sick of it. Like not sick of it, but I just want it out. I just wanted to not have to worry about it anymore. Because it's been an issue. But if I do another, like when I do another one, or if I do a full length, there will be like singles and then release the whole thing. But Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I ask is I know a lot of people that are starting to lean more towards that,
Yeah.
doing one single like every month or every 6 weeks or something like that, leading
Yeah.
up to the album, and then release the full album after releasing, especially if it's a full length album,
Yeah.
releasing 3 or 4 singles and then release the whole album. And I guess the reasoning behind that is if you release an album and then you don't do anything again for another year, it's a whole year before your fan base has heard from you.
Yeah.
And in that year's period of time, maybe they moved on to something else.
Exactly.
I mean, and then you have to draw them back in. Whereas if you're releasing a single every month, you're doing
They're
something
still
new. Yeah, you're always fresh in their mind, I guess. And I guess there's something to be said for that theory. I don't know. Um,
yeah.
I did it both ways. I did the same thing you're doing, short EP, release the whole thing first, see what happens, and then the second time around, I started let's release a series of singles first and then the album. And I honestly don't know which way worked better. I don't know. I think I have more monthly listeners on Spotify after going the singles route.
yeah.
So now I get an 11 cent royalty check from Spotify instead of 4.5 cents. Makes a big difference. I mean,
yeah.
I almost tripled my money. So they pay so well, Spotify, and I. That's it's a shame. We put the work in, and they make the money.
Yep. Always has been.
Yep.
But
Yeah. But I never thought I was going to get rich off Spotify anyway, so it didn't matter.
yeah.
It is what it is, and I just had fun doing it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that song you said is fairly new, or
Yeah, so I wrote that in I want to say like late November, early December of like 2020. So it's
okay.
pretty new.
Cool.
And it's called Brand New. I don't know if that was your question. I didn't.
Yeah, that was my next question.
Sorry. So I answered you before that. Yeah, so it's called Brand New. Yeah. It's just what it says. It's just literally about being with somebody who makes you feel rejuvenated and brand new. And so it's about my current girlfriend. And when I was younger, I censored a lot of like getting a little deep right here, but I censored a lot of my songs and their pronouns in them because I didn't want to be passed off and like people, not want to pay attention to me because I'm a gay woman and I'm young. But now I don't care. So everything that I write about when it has to do with relationships, it says she and it says her, and I don't care anymore. And I think that's like, it's powerful to me because I never really had that when I was younger. Like there was no women who sang about women. And so I think that part of my musical journey is allowing other younger kids or like people who are my age have that outlet, if that makes sense. So
and that's a wonderful thing. It really is.
yeah.
And I'm happy that is becoming more acceptable in society nowadays. You know what I mean? That it shouldn't be anybody's business but your own. How you choose to live your life, and whether you're on that side or not, it's really not your place to make that judgment call. I don't think, and I have so many friends that are, gay, transgender, whatever, and to see them be able to express themselves and not have any fear of doing it, I think is wonderful, and society needs to catch up on that stuff and be a little bit more.
It's my music, so it's going to be about my life, and
right.
My life never has included a man, so I'm not going to write about it, even if it's more socially acceptable. But who cares? I don't. So
yeah, good. You shouldn't. You do you, and to the people who don't like it, well, Too bad. Then
Too bad. It's not your music.
move on to something else then. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Go hate somewhere else. Don't do it here. And that's fine. It really is. Good. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
So what do you got next?
Okay. I'm gonna throw it back to a sad song, as I do. Give me 1 sec. So this one is the title track of my EP that has, been in the works for a very long time. But I wrote this one in 2018 as well, and I'll explain afterwards. But it's a similar sentiment as the first one, just different. Okay. It's called What If It Rains? I know I already said it, but
Very nice.
Thanks.
I like your style with the sad love songs.
Thanks.
The musical composition. Yeah, I talk often. The musical composition kind of just fits the mood, and
Yeah.
you know, but it's kind of a soft, beautiful, relaxing
Yeah.
tone, even though it's a sad love song. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I usually play that one on guitar, but I thought we'd change it up for this evening. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised you didn't break out the guitar tonight.
Yeah, I write a lot more on piano now. I don't know if it's just easier for my brain to comprehend, or I don't know. It's just it flows better for me. I feel like I can just write things without writing them. If that makes sense, like just go off the top of my head, which is usually what I do, and then I forget what I did and have to redo it, and then it's not as good as the first time. But but I don't know. Yeah, I've just been feeling the piano a little bit more for like the past 2 years, honestly. So
Do you write everything on the piano?
mostly,
Side.
I mean, I've written probably in the past 2 years. I've written like 3 or 4 songs on the guitar, but most of them are on keys. So yeah,
And then when you're done writing it, do you decide, well, you know what? I wrote this on the piano, but it might sound better on the guitar, or
it usually goes the other way around. Like I have a guitar in my room, so I'll just like think of something, so I play it, and then I'm like, no, and then I play it on the piano. It sounds better. So I don't know, but yeah,
that's right. I know a lot of guitar players that actually write on the piano,
yeah,
but they never play on the piano. They play everything on the guitar.
yeah.
And I always wondered why people did that. Of course, I never learned how to play the piano because I didn't pay attention when I was taking piano lessons in grade school. Because my mom wanted me to play piano and I wanted to play the bass guitar. So I just hated piano lessons. And now I go, I wish I'd not done that.
Yeah.
Never too late to learn, but
It's definitely useful. So
they say if you play the piano, you can play anything. Is that true?
I mean, I don't really know how to play the piano. I just kind of, I have a very good ear, so I just kind of do whatever.
Okay.
I mean, I know how to play chords and stuff, obviously, but I'm no pianist.
Uh-huh.
Because I started playing guitar, obviously, and then I kind of developed a love-hate relationship with it. Because I played guitar in School of Rock, and I hated playing guitar solos. I absolutely hated it. So, which me being like the attention seeker I am, you think I would love it, but I didn't. I hated it. So I started playing bass in School of Rock, which is like my main instrument now. But then when I was writing, I was like, oh, I got a piano for Christmas, and I used to play when I was little. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you prefer the piano then? Pretty
For
much.
writing purposes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, gigging, it's like a lot easier to have the guitar because it's a lot easier to be upbeat for me personally.
Okay. Yeah.
So I usually have both, which is a pain in the behind. But like switching on and off, but it's fine. Yeah.
I know the first few times I saw you, you basically played just the guitar.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
I started to notice you breaking out the keyboard here and there, and
Yeah.
cool. Good. So what are you going to play for us next? Oh no! Wait a minute. You were going to tell us about the song.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll tell you about this song.
And
Okay,
I'll
so
explain after.
so yeah, so this is the title track of my EP, and it's a long story. So the principle of the EP is there's 2 songs that are not connected at all, but the first 3 are like a little storyline that I unintentionally wrote, but I was just like writing it as my life story was unfolding, so it turned into a little storyline. And this one is about the fear that I had felt of the person I was with at the time leaving me for this other person who they were still in love with, the same person as Dead Ends, the first song I sang. So it's just like all about the fear of, like what if it rains and you're not around kind of things. Like what if everything goes bad and you're not there because you left me for this person. And it's honestly one of my favorite songs I've ever written. Even though it's pretty boring compared to some other ones, but I just love it. And the way we did it on the EP, the instrumentation is just like so big, and there's like a little guitar solo moment, and it's beautiful. So yeah, it's just basically about like the fear of being left behind and having to pick up the pieces. So
Now, on your EP, do you have other musicians playing with you, or are you doing everything yourself?
So my the person that I recorded with, I don't know what to call him. I forget the word. Anyways, my producer, I guess you could call him. It's Anthony Newitt. He's one of the School of Rock teachers, but he also has a professional recording studio. He does like all the jingles for Glenn Beck, if you know who that is. He's he does like all of his jingles, all of that kind of stuff. He does a lot of freelance work. So I knew him already. So I felt comfortable doing my first recording experience with him. So he could like also teach me how to do it. And so I understood what was happening instead of being disconnected. So he plays literally everything. So I played most things, but he kind of filled in the gaps where I was less, because I wanted like hard bass lines, because I don't know why I'm like a bass geek, and I didn't want people to be able to just hear it and figure it out. I wanted them to have to think about it. So, and some of those I could write, but I can't mechanically play. So he would play for me. There's only one song. No, I lie. There's two songs that are like minimal instrumentation. One has a cello and like some extra string parts and just piano and vocals. And then the other one is just an acoustic, like 3 acoustic guitar parts. And then there's one point in the song where it goes into like 18-part harmony. It's insane. But other than that, there's drums and bass and guitar, multiple guitars, there's strings, there's everything. So most of it I played, but then he filled in the gaps, if that makes sense.
Cool.
So yeah.
It's always great to have somebody do some of the other parts that maybe you think you can do, but maybe you know that they would do better. And
yeah, especially like I can explain and like write out what I want to happen, and then you can just be like, okay, blue. So that's basically what happened.
I started out as a bass guitarist, and when I was younger, I played in cover bands, and that's all I ever played was bass guitar.
Yeah.
I had my brother do the bass lines on the album because he's probably the best bass guitarist I've ever heard, and you know, like, why would I do it when I got him?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I did. And of course, he lives down in the Tampa area, so it was get everything from the studio, email it down to him, then he takes it into his studio and does his part, and then emails everything back to me. And that was fun because, my studio was closed down, then his was closed down. And that's where COVID ran in, and it was a pain. But we got through that mess, and I'm itching to get back into the studio, but I don't know if I'm ready to just jump back in right away yet. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe in a couple months. We'll see what happens. Right now, it's starting to get busy again, and I don't want to give up playing out, spend the time doing the work in the studio. And so, I guess you got to balance everything. But with the warmer weather coming up and everything, and things opening back up again, and going months without being able to play, I think I'd rather play right now, and we'll worry about recording later. So
yeah, exactly.
It happens. I know we got time to squeeze in at least a couple more songs, so I don't want to take up too much more time talking. I want to do some listening.
Okay. I'll do 2 more. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Second.
That sounds perfect.
So I got another happy song, guys.
Uh-oh.
When your hat's off today. It's literally my only other one that I like. It's fine.
2 happy songs in one night. Here we go.
Yeah, look at that. I'm giving you, making your emotions go crazy back and forth.
You're going to ruin your reputation, the sad song queen.
I'm sorry. Okay, so this one's called Her. Yeah, it's a little, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of funky. I play this one on guitar usually as well, which gives it a different energy, but I also like it this way. So. She's got something about her, I can't quite tell what it is. Maybe it's the way she laughs or the way she moves her lips. I got something about me, she says she doesn't know what it is. Maybe it's the way I laugh or the way I move my lips. So scared of loving because it doesn't feel the same. I've been hurt too way too many times, but if it's her, then my mind may change. And my heart goes, oh, and my heart goes, ooh, yeah. Hey. It's like a part of me just dies. I'll never get used to the light that she puts in my eyes. Trust is something I've never had in love, but now I know I want it bad, and without it I'll be driven mad. My heart goes, oh, and my heart goes, ooh, yeah, hey. Love is part of lost, and I swear I've lost it all, but this time I don't even think I'm afraid to fall, afraid to fall. Love is part of lost, and I swear I've lost it all, but if it's her, sign me up. Where do I start? Where do I start? And my heart goes, and my heart goes, ooh, yeah, hey. And my heart goes, oh, and my heart goes, ooh, yeah, hey. Cool.
Happy songs have a tendency to be more upbeat, too. Kind of fit the mood, I guess, right? Cool. Very good.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get to see you out and about
Yes, I hope.
very shortly. In the next couple of months, at least, anyway. Or when the
Yeah.
weather warms up. You know, you have to keep me posted on where you're playing and what you're doing.
Yeah, we'll do. I mean, I'm sure I'll update all of my social media, which again is at Julie Williams Official on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Yeah. I always forget to do that at gigs. I always forget to say that. But that's what that is. So whenever I have something, it'll be up on all those. So.
All right. I'll have to find you on Instagram and YouTube. I know I
Yeah.
follow you on Facebook, but
Hmm.
I'll have to find you on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah.
Every click counts, right? You know, people go to book your first show, they look and see how many people follow you and how many people like your page and
Yeah.
interaction you get from other people and that kind of stuff. So, you know, every little bit helps. People go,
Yep.
"Oh, why should I like your page?" Well, that's why, because it helps. You know, you may
Yeah.
not think it does, but one little click may not help. But when you know one little click turns into 1,000 little clicks, then it makes a big difference. So,
Yeah.
so everybody go like Julie's page on Facebook. Give her some more likes. Give her some more ammunition when she starts going out and booking those shows, so that we all get a chance to see her play somewhere. So, all right, you
Yep.
promised me one more song.
Yep. I will, and it's gonna be sad.
No, you're
Gotta
gonna play a
leave it.
sad song.
Huh?
I said, no, you're gonna play a sad song.
Gotta leave it how I always should.
Yeah,
Sad.
absolutely. What are you
Okay.
gonna do for it?
So I'll explain this one before I play it. This one's called My Everything. I wrote this one after my very bad relationship finally ended. And it's basically, I do this a lot where I write songs when I'm sad and then I look back and I'm like, you're so stupid. This is one of those songs. Shouldn't have been that sad, but I was. And it's basically about thinking that you had a future with somebody and that they were like your whole world. And then it all just like shatters, basically. So yeah, this is my
It's also
everything.
on the EP?
No, this one's not. So this one would be only the first one and the third one I played on the EP. So Dead Ends and What If It Rains on EP. And then the other three are probably going to be on the next whatever it is.
Cool.
Okay. So this one's my everything, and I'm probably going to finish it just with enough time. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I'm sure
Now,
Ralph
if
will.
you go a minute or two over, it's not gonna kill anybody. That's for sure.
Okay. Okay. She's so bad, it hurts. I need you so bad, it burns. When I look in your eyes, I see the worth in mine. When I look at your face, there's nothing that I wouldn't take. To be in your arms one more night, one last time. To be in your arms one more night, one last time. 'Cause you're my everything, my diamond ring. You're my everything, my one and only, my dream, and now you're gone. I love you so much, it hurts. The thought of you with her numbs my every vein, far away. Look in your eyes, I see you worth in mine. Look at your face, there's nothing that I wouldn't take. To be in your arms one more night, one last time. To be in your arms one more night, one last time. 'Cause you're my everything, my diamond ring. You're my everything. bad. It hurts. I love you so much, it burns. Go on with your life, never wanna leave. Never think we'll stop loving you. Cause you're my everything, a diamond ring. You're my everything, my one and only, my dream, and now you're gone. Now you're gone.
Some great stuff out of you tonight, Julie. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, loved it. Enjoyed it. Every minute of it. Thank you so much. It was great to have you on. It was great that you could be part of this month,
Yeah.
Women's History Month, and this was Women in Music all month long. I was lucky enough to be able to line up 5 women for every Wednesday in March, and it worked out really nice. So that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun month, and I wish you nothing but success, and hopefully you'll get back in the studio at some point in time soon. And everybody, please make sure you follow Julie on Facebook, Instagram. Go check out her YouTube channel. She's probably going to upload a video there tomorrow that you can get to watch if you missed the whole thing tonight. If not, you can always go to my YouTube channel and watch this if you tuned in late or you didn't get a chance to see it at all. It'll be up there tomorrow, and I'll let you know tomorrow when it's up so that you can share it with your friends and family and whatever. And anybody who missed the show can catch it at any point in time from there on. So, again, I wish you the best of luck with everything.
Thank you. Me too.
Things get going, and that we get some music out of you real soon. So,
Yeah.
I'll buy the EP. So, somebody else better too. More than 2, so everybody else out there get it too. Great. Thanks so much, Julie.
Thank you for having me.
Next week there will be no show. We're taking a week off, but then the week after that, on April 14th, we will have Ben Tyler on. So if you missed Ben earlier, a couple of months ago, we had a little issue with the phone, and he got cut. He got cut short a little bit, so we decided to have Ben back on so that he could do a full show instead of a half an hour this time. We'll get him on for the full hour. So again, thanks again to Julie Williams for joining us tonight. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Julie Williams on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and soon to be on the internet at Apple and all those places. So
All those things.
we hope, right?
Yeah.
All right, Julie. Thanks again. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching Artist Spotlight with Ralph.
You gotta keep the fire burning. Chase your dream, don't hesitate. Keep on dreaming, keep on yearning. Don't let the flame die while you